So what's up, guys, and welcome to our Kids Edition. So woo woo, it's season 3. So this is our kickoff show of our actual show. So yay! So here's our agenda. This week's topic is a power of a vote. Our guest speaker is Missouri City Mayor Robin Elackatt. Closing remarks will be featured in our Kids Edition panel, and our sponsor is The Color of Life. So here's our Kids Edition panel. We have Elizabeth, Ava, and me, your host, Lauren Olivia. And this special guest in the hot seat is, drum roll, please, Missouri City Mayor Robin Elackatt.
Slay! Slay!
Give them a warm Our Kids Edition welcome. Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Good. How about yourself?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
So now I'm handing the mic over to Elizabeth to say Kennedy's Corner.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kennedy's Corner. Today, I will be sharing some fun facts about Mr. or Mayor Robin Elackatt. His favorite food is pizza. His favorite color is blue. His favorite 7th grade subject is history, and his favorite hobby is biking.
My favorite color is blue too, and everyone in America enjoys pizza.
Yes.
Everybody. Actually, worldwide.
Yeah.
I want to try pizza from New York.
Yes, I used to live in New York, so I know exactly how their pizza tastes.
Is it good?
It's excellent. It is amazing. And I grew up in Chicago, so they have the best hot dogs. So you have to try that.
Wow.
You're making me hungry. I also grew up in Chicago.
You did?
No, my mom, and my grandma.
Oh, really? Okay. Good. Well, you see, my favorite color is blue. So if you look at my yard signs and if you look at the signs, you see blue everywhere, right?
Oh,
so that's how I ended up picking blue because of that.
Okay. So today's focus is the power of a vote. So as you know, voting is very important. So my question to you is, why is voting that important?
Well, I'll tell you, voting is very important because it's giving you your exercise your right to vote, right? So if you look at our parents and maybe mostly our grandparents, all of us had to fight to have the right to vote. So it is very important that we take this as a pride and a proud moment of our grandparents and their parents that fought for us the right to vote. So this gives all of us, right, an opportunity to get out to the ballot and then vote for the person that you like after you going through and reading about them and learning what they've done and things of that nature. So that's why the vote is so important. And talking about voting, I'll tell you guys, I have 2 daughters. My oldest daughter is going to be voting for the first time in this election. So she turned 18, so this will be her first time ever voting in any election. So we're excited, and she's very excited about this too.
Oh, that's good. So now I'm handing the mic over to Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello. We all know that what the Mayor's Youth Commission is because, of course, all of our Kids Edition members are a part of this group. But can you share to the audience the purpose of this organization?
Sure. So Mayor's Youth Commission, it was started back in 1994 in Missouri City by one of the former mayors. And I had the pleasure of coming into office in 2020. And what I did was I kind of reinvented the program, which means we are doing a lot more new strategic things to the program. So we take middle school kids, we take high school kids, and they get to kind of go through every department in Missouri City now. They get to go through our police and our fire and learning how that operates. And then we have one day that we take them out to HCC and learn about careers. And then we also do a trip now to state capitol with our state representatives from here, which is State Representative Ron Reynolds. So we have a whole full day trip that we leave like 6 o'clock in the morning, and we get to visit the Capitol, where a lot of kids or a lot adults that may not have the opportunity to visit, like all the back rooms and chambers and things of that nature.
Yeah, that's great.
Awesome.
And I think that makes a big impact.
Absolutely.
Thank you again.
You're welcome, Elizabeth.
Now I'm handing the mic over to Ava.
So this is Point of View with Ava, co-host, moi. Our Kids Edition would like to encourage kids around the world to get involved in understanding the importance of voting. We are using our platform to help kids understand the value of exploring and experiencing new interests. We suggest kids talk to your parents, teachers, family, and friends about different causes that make a difference in the world and your communities. Kids have an opinion about the magic of voting, simply from a kid's point of view. Now I'm handing the mic over to Lauren.
Hi, Ava.
So what we like to do on each of our shows is kind of break the ice, play a little game. And when I first met you, I knew you were a really fun guy and you were nice and you were chill. So this is pretty much what we do. And the sponsor also of this game is The Color of Life. So it's game time. So we have 20 questions in 1 minute. So each of us are going to ask you a question and you just answer it.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Can you do a cartwheel?
No.
Apple or pumpkin?
Apple.
Chocolate or gummy candy?
Gummy candy.
Stay home and give out candy or go trick-or-treating?
Go trick-or-treating.
Ghost or skeleton?
Ghost.
Sunset or sunrise?
Sunrise.
Now I'm handing the mic over to Ava.
Apple or Samsung?
Apple for sure.
Thank you. Be scared or scare someone?
Scare someone.
Carve 5 giant pumpkins or 50 small pumpkins?
50 small pumpkins.
Fly on a witch's broom or drink witch's brew?
Ooh, maybe fly.
Now I'm handing the mic over to Elizabeth.
Do you like road trips?
I do.
Be a horror movie hero or villain.
Horror movie hero.
Are clouds scary?
Yes.
Okay. Do you decorate your house during Halloween?
Absolutely, yes.
Nice.
There we go. And now I'm handing the mic over to Lauren.
Yes.
Can you do 50 push-ups?
In college, I did 100. But today I can't, though.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Now I'm handing the mic over to Ava.
Would you like to go to Mars?
I want to go to the moon first.
Dame tu cosita, dame tu cosita, ay, dame tu cosita, dame tu cosita, ay.
Okay. Is pie better than cake?
Yes.
Now I'm handing the mic over to Elizabeth.
TikTok or YouTube?
I'm an old timer. YouTube.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. Now, come on now.
Yay! I'm sorry. Yes. YouTube is the best.
You beat the timer literally by a second.
Yes.
Good job.
Awesome.
And thank you for playing the game. So now it's time for Take the Mic. is where our Kids Edition panel will ask questions to our guests. So I'm going to be the first one to ask my questions to you. So what or who inspired you to become a mayor?
There was a mayor named Harold Washington in Chicago. One of your parents would know. So he was a mayor when I was growing up, and I saw him becoming a mayor and what are some of the things that he has done. Now, he passed away in his second term as a mayor during that second term, but that first term, I was completely impressed by some of the things he's done. So it's definitely, if you ever Google him, Harold Washington from Chicago.
Okay, I will. And my mom was like, "Oh, I know him."
You should,
Yeah,
yeah.
my mom, my grandma put up the thumbs up, and my mom was cheering in the background.
Yeah, so tell your mom, after Harold Washington, Richard Daley became the mayor. And he was the mayor for a long time. But if Harold Washington didn't pass away, I think he would have been one of the best mayors in Chicago, in my opinion.
Okay. So then my next question to you is, do you believe kids should vote?
I think if you're 18 years old, you should definitely vote. And how do we inspire the kids to vote is one of those things that I'm still trying to figure out. Getting them to get out there and vote for the people, vote for the candidate. So I definitely think kids should vote. Yes.
Okay. And then how did you feel when you won your first election?
I was very grateful because I didn't think I was going to win the election. So it wasn't like I was a guaranteed win. I was, nowadays you say in sports, I was the underdog, right? I don't think anybody predicted that I was going to win. So when I found out that I won the election, because my election, I had to go through a runoff election in order to win. It wasn't the first election, nobody really won. So we had to go out there again to do a runoff election. And even to that night, I think when the announcement came, I still didn't think I would win. So when I won, I was completely grateful. I mean, was I excited? Not really. I just was shocked. And I was trying to figure out, okay, now I won. Now, how am I going to go out there and get all the things that I said I was going to do to get it done? So it was a bit between excitement and feeling very, very gratitude for the people that voted for me.
Well, for someone who loves the underdogs, and like one of my favorite underdog actors is Tom Hanks. He plays a lot of those roles. So I love seeing it happen. And I'm really happy that you made it as mayor, because I think you make like a very big impact.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then have you ever helped any small businesses, and how has it affected them in the future?
So my 2 years now, I've been a mayor. One of the things that for me was helping small businesses, right? I have my own small business in the city. So to me, it was very passionate about helping small businesses because, as you know, small business is what helps our city, right? Mm-hmm. So a city can only make money 2 ways. Can anybody tell me how? Go ahead. Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Okay, they can make money by, of course, selling and having many entrepreneurs to sell stuff, or there's also like trading, and taxes.
Yeah.
Right. So the city, so we make money in 2 ways. One is through your property tax, right? Your parents own the home. And then, the city collects money from that. And then the other one is through sales tax. So if a lot of small businesses are doing really well, and then we would make money on that also. But so it was my job as a mayor coming in to not raise the people's property taxes, but to see how we can get more small businesses to start. So this way we can collect more money from sales tax. So if we collect enough money from sales tax, then we will be able to lower down our property taxes, which I did since being a mayor. Okay.
I actually have a small business called Lizzie's Lemonade Lounge, so I'll be happy to work with you.
I would love to come out there and meet you when you're out there. I mean, that is so cool. I think that is very cool. I would love to be, as a mayor, to come out and support you.
Yeah, if people buy our merch, then we can help with sale taxes.
Absolutely, yes, yes. Well, we're not going to collect sales tax from you now, but I would love to for you to go out there and learn how that works, because when you think about this, when you go to a restaurant with your parents, or when you go anywhere, you're getting served food or ice cream or what have you. But those business owners work extremely hard, right? Because their day starts before the store even opens. And then when the store closes, let's say if the store closes at 9 p.m., they don't leave their business till like 11 or 12, because they're cleaning up, they're preparing for next day. So our small business community, they work so hard to keep. And so as a mayor, it is my job, and as a city council, it is our job to make sure that we support those businesses and see what type of help they need, so they feel that, and drive customers to them. That's why I take a lot of pictures when I'm out there on a small business, wherever I am, and I post them on Facebook so people can see that I'm out there with that business, and eventually people will go there. Okay.
Yeah, that's amazing, and that's really smart.
Thank you.
So now I'm handing the mic over to Elizabeth.
Thank you so very much, Lauren. So my first question to you is, well, of course, we all know voting is important. So how can young people get others involved in the process?
So it's exactly what you're doing today, right? I mean, one of the things that you're doing today is educating people. We have to educate our people to get out there and vote, because a lot of people our age, kids' age, think, well, my vote's not going to matter, but it does, because there's been elections that people have won by 1 vote or 3 vote or even 5 vote. The last year's election for Missouri City, which had a District A seat, right? District A council member seat. There was 2 people running, and the person who won that election is the council member today, which is Monica Riley, council member Riley. And she won that seat by 5 votes. So think about that. So that's why we say every vote is going to matter. And you have to, and I always say, someone listening to me talking about getting out there and vote, to go ahead and vote, I mean, they just think that, well, he's a politician and he just wants to earn people's vote. But when you guys like Lauren and Elizabeth and Ava, when you're doing that, telling people to go out there and vote, I feel people may listen to you guys more, because they see your passion, they see your compassion to get out there and vote. So I like what you do, and educating your neighbors. Like early voting starts in another week, on October 24th through November 4th. So when you're coming back from school, and if you're out there playing and talking to your friends or talking to your neighbors and ask them, did you actually go out and vote? If not, can you please go out and vote? It doesn't matter who they vote for, but as long as they get out there and vote, right? That's the most important thing.
I have a quick question. Since you've been mayor, how many more young people got involved in voting?
I was able to trigger a handful of kids well, when I say kids, you have to be 18 years to vote, right? So I'm using one of my example as my daughter now will be voting for this election, and kind of having her talk to her peers, kids who are 18, and telling them to please go out and vote, and be that first time voter. So what I do something fun last year in the 2020 election too, when people do come out and vote, we usually say thank you for coming out and vote, but we don't know who they voted for. And they usually say, well, my daughter is a first time voter, or my son is a first time voter. And we kind of gather around them. You know how you get when you go for birthday parties at a restaurant, all the waiters come around and then sing happy birthday. So we get around them and we just say, we clap and we say thank you for voting and first time voters. So that way they feel special and they go out there and tell their friends, you know, hey, we needed to get out there and vote. So there are a few things that we're doing.
Oh, well, that's great.
Thank you for both of those responses. And my second and last question is, what were some of the challenges while being mayor?
You know, challenges, when I look at challenges, you know, you get, whether you're a mayor or whether you're a governor or whatever position you're in, or even a council member, you get criticized a lot, right? You get criticized a lot for the decisions that you take. And, you know, that's to me, one of the strong challenges of being a mayor. But, you know, I look at it this way, you can't take those personal. Because, you know, people want you to do better. People want you to do even more for them. So I look at that as a positive thing. So you see, in life, you know, you have to always take negativity and turn it into positive, right? Being positive and putting positive things out there, whether you're in school or whether you're in city council, whether you're in serving for a board or commission or what have you, you have to be able to push that together. So the second challenge that I think is, you know, balancing family, right? Because I do have my wife and my two daughters. So there's a lot of time that you spend as a city council member or as a mayor. So one of the challenges is really to, and now this is a personal challenge. The other one was more of a job challenge. Is to get out there and be with your family and spend more time. Like my daughter's 18th birthday, I missed her birthday. I didn't get to go for her celebration because I wished her a happy birthday in the morning, but I did not get a chance to join her because I was at a couple of events and, you know, events run late. So I ended up not being there. And she understood. You know, she knew what the job was, but on a personal level, some of the challenges are that we have a hard time as any elected official, right? It's not just me, it's your council members, it's your governor, it's your state representatives, all of these elected officials. I would think that they juggle with that, you know, that particular challenge.
Thank you for those wonderful responses. And now I'm handing the mic over to Ava.
Sorry. So my first question to you is, how many votes did you receive during your run for office in 2020?
So I remember I had two elections, right? One election was during the regular election, then I went to a runoff. So in the first November 3rd election, which was last year, the presidential election, I received about 10,000 some votes. And then in the runoff election, I received close to around that, I want to say maybe around 6,000 votes in that election as well.
Oh, dang, that was a lot of votes.
Yeah, but it was also low, right? Remember, Missouri City has about 90,000, close to 85,000 people. And to say that you only got 10,000 votes, that's not a lot. That's like what, almost 1%, right? So this is why we have to get more people to come out to the votes, to the polls. If I had 50,000 votes, you know, that's not bad. But I feel like out of I'm just giving you a number. Out of 90,000 people, only 10,000 people vote. That's 10%.
Yeah.
You know? So which is kind of a low turnout. So this is it is thumbs down. You know, we're trying to educate more people to come out and vote. Yes, they need to come out and vote because it is, you know, remember, I always look at it this way, you know, your parents and your grandparents, you know, their parents, they all fought. We fought in this country. Everyone fought so hard to have that right to vote. And it is us, it's your generation, it's my generation. Now I have to look at saying, you know, and educating people to get out there and vote.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my second question to you is, what were your top 3 accomplishments while being mayor?
So I would say those 3 would be mine: small business, Texas Parkway, and then public safety would be considered that I consider my three biggest accomplishments, along with a lot of small things.
Those are
Great
some big
job.
accomplishments.
Yeah, that's a great job right there.
Yeah.
Top tier, y'all. Top tier.
The last question to you is what motivated you to run for mayor a second term?
So my first term, remember I told you I didn't think I had the chance to win, and then I won, and I went out there and did all of these things that we just talked about. And then I thought about second term. Do I want to do it? I'm spending a lot of time away from the family. Some of the challenges that we talked about, right? But when I looked at some of the, like on Highway 6 and Fort Worth Toll Road, closer to you guys, there's going to be a new movie theater that's coming, Cinemark. There's going to be a lot of new restaurants that are coming. So some of those projects that I've started, paved the way, and I wanted to see that those projects be finished during that term. And then, of course, Texas Parkway. We just started that process, and that hasn't been a complete project. It's going to be an ongoing project, but for the first 2 years, I was able to, get the facade program, the beautifications, and the restaurant incentive programs in place. But I'm hoping in this second term that we actually will be able to get people to put restaurants here, people to repave and reshape their parking lots and some of their buildings, and then to get that program rolling. And then, of course, public safety and other things that we have, continue with that process. So I'm hoping, I'm looking forward to a second term, and I will hope the citizens of our city and then the youngsters, the youth, will be able to go out there and vote based on some of the things that I've accomplished.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering my 3 questions, and I'm handing the mic back over to Lauren.
So you're the one who was starting the movie theater in that little area.
Yes. But anyway, I'll let you go with what you're asking. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm handing the mic over to Ava so she can ask her questions. And thank you.
So these are some bonus questions, and I'm going to be the first one to kick it off. So what are some of the changes you've made being mayor?
Some of the things that we talked about, right? Starting business and starting Texas Parkway, and of course, recreating our corridor right here outside of the city hall, and making sure that our staff, right? Staff is the most important thing, right? You know that. It's not really the mayor or the council members, it's the people that work for our city are the most important people. So we want to make sure that we take care of them. So some of those things that we've been able to, to make those changes as well. And one of the biggest change that I made when I was running for 2020 election, I promised people that if I win, I was going to put term limits in office. You know what term limits is, right? Which is that you cannot run for no more than X amount of time. So after I won, I did put term limits for Missouri City, for mayor and for city council, so they cannot run more than 12 years maximum. So before, you could run 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, however long you want, just like your United States Congress, right? But I made sure after I got in that we were going to only do 12 years. So that was a big change that we put in to Missouri City. So you have, because why? Think about this.
Yeah.
If I keep running for mayor, how will someone else get a chance to run, to be the mayor and to represent the city? So I should be able to do everything that I want to do within a certain time and then move on. So this way another person gets an opportunity, and I believe in that. Okay.
That's nice. Okay, well, my second question is, what advice would you give a young person interested in politics?
Oh, I definitely want you guys to be involved in your local government. And if someone who's interested in, Join the Mayor's Youth Commission. If you know someone, ask them to join the Mayor's Youth Commission. Get involved in your city. Email and talk to your mayor or your council members and ask them how to get involved. There's a lot of things that we do for. How many of you been to the to our Snowfest parade? Have you all been to our Snowfest parade? Okay, so we have a parade called Snowfest, and it's about Christmas time we do it. And then we have trick or treat in the park. So you can volunteer for a lot of these hours, right? Be involved with us. So you get credits for that, and you're learning how to organize, how to volunteer, how to be part. So you're learning everything at that time. So that's definitely one of the ways that you can get involved for sure.
All right. Well, that was really, really interesting. And so I'm going to hand the mic back over to Lauren.
So when I was reading your bio, I heard about the Senior Tax Relief Program. So can you explain what that is exactly?
Sure. So everybody, right, including myself, seniors who are 65 and older, and they all pay taxes, right? Everybody pays taxes. So one of the things that the city council and I wanted to do was to make sure that we reduce, try to find a way to help our seniors who are 65 and older to have a tax exemption. So one of the things I was able to do was, along with working with city council, is to increase that tax exemption, which means they get a break because they're 65 and older, right? They're seniors.
Yeah.
They get a break rather than what I would pay, right? So we were able to put increase it to almost 25%, where they're getting a reduction. And then also we did something unique in Missouri City during my first term as a mayor. For the first time in the city's history, the city's been around for almost 70 years. In the history of city, we gave homestead exemption to all people, which is 2.5%. Whether you're a senior, whether you are 50 years old and own a home, or whether you are 30 years old, just got married and bought your first home, everybody's going to get a 2.5% tax exemption, just because we were able to get so much more money in sales tax. Remember, we talked about property tax and sales tax, right? The more sales tax you get, the better it is, right? So we can reduce and help to lower the property tax. So we were able to get so much more in sales tax in my term as a mayor. So instead of holding on to that money, I decided to give that money back to our seniors and to all of our residents. So this way they will get a break. Now, when you think of like 2.5%, that's not a lot of money, right? It's not a lot of money, depending on your house, but it's a start, right? Like with anything, it's a beginning. So hopefully, if I'm back in office, I will look at the next year's tax roll and we'll do it again. But if not, if it's somebody else who comes into the office, at least they have something to start with, because I've already started, and I hope that they would follow that.
Yeah, that's great. And I think that would be helpful for new homeowners and stuff. So yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So thank you so much for answering our questions. You did an excellent job. And thank you to our co-host for asking those amazing questions and giving many responses. And thanks to everyone who tuned in. And thank you Thank you to our wonderful guests. So how do you think the show went?
I think it went really great. I'm excited. I want to thank you to all of you for having me on this program.
I think you're gonna win though.
I hope so. It's tough. We have to get people out to vote, right? And that's the only way that we can win. But we wanted to make sure enough people learn, and hopefully, you sharing this video out to people will allow others to watch the video and learn from it. And then hopefully they'll be able to listen to some of your questions, because I loved some of your questions. You were straight on point.
Thank you. And also you can go to the website to learn more. Mayor Robin Elackatt. So we just wanted to give you a special thank you for coming on to our show. This means a big deal. And remember, please, please, please vote for him because I think he'll make a big impact and difference on our community.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So
God
this
bless
is-
you guys.
So this is your time to speak. So pretty much this is where you get to tell like what's new and upcoming and what you'll like to do if you become mayor.
Sure. First of all, I want to thank all of you for and your parents for giving me the opportunity to serve the citizens of Missouri City for the past 2 years. I am honored and very grateful for this opportunity to serve. I feel some of my accomplishments, I've done a lot in 2 years. I am looking forward to getting myself, involved with our youth and with the entire community a lot more. So I'm, some of the things that we're looking at businesses, and I wanted to finish it and make sure that everybody, when I say everybody gets to enjoy and those fruits of our hard labor. And then making sure for the future, we can get more engagement with our community, with you guys, within school. I would love to visit your schools. I've been to Willow Ridge High School. I've been to a couple of different schools. I want to see how I can make an impact on you guys. I want you. I don't know if you know this. Since I became a mayor, I always left the mayor's office door open, which is the reason I've done that is for anybody to come through and be part, and you can sit at the mayor's office and take pictures and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm excited. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope everybody will go out and vote. Early voting starts on October 24th all the way to November 4th, and then election day is on November 8th. And I'm just so happy that you guys have me on this show. Thank you so much.
And thank you for coming on to our show. So early voting starts on October 24th and ends on November 4th.
That's right. That's right.
So make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite part of the show. And there will be little clips on Instagram and TikTok. And make sure you remember, send us your 1-minute video explaining why you want to become a guest co-host.
So I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
One question before you go. How did you come together as a team? Because you guys do such a beautiful job. So how did you get together with Lauren, you, Ava, and all of you guys? How did you come together?
We were friends. And
yeah, it kind of started off like that because during the pandemic, it was a lot going on and there's a lot of problems and stuff. So we were like, why don't we do a show where we can kind of talk about it and interview different people and get their impacts, or not their impact, but their viewpoint and their opinions about the show. What's going on in the world today. So that's kind of how it started.
Wow, you guys are making such an impact though, because it's very rare that you find like your age group that do things like that, because a lot of the kids your age want to be on TikTok and want to be, have nothing to do with politics, nothing to do with what's going on in the community. I'm so proud of you guys. This was a very, very nice, thoughtful idea that you have, that you're starting this, and someone like myself to be on the show. I'm grateful because you guys thought of me to be on it and educating others on, not just me, but what we as a community do together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very proud of you. So make sure you stay together. And I would love to see on a show that when you guys are, growing up and this show gets even bigger, larger than life, right? What are some of the things that Lauren, what you want to do when you grow up?
Well, I kind of want to be a lawyer, and I also want to be able to be a screenwriter. I think that's what it's called. It's like where you write script ideas and movies and stuff.
Yes. How about you, Ava?
Me, when I want to grow up, I probably want to be a pediatrician.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Saving the world.
Saving the world, right? Nobody wants to be in politics.
Elizabeth wants to be. She wants to be well, she wants to be president, but yeah, she wants to be something important. True.
Yes.
That's
yes.
way up there.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't look at it that way. Elizabeth could do it if she puts her mind to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just love how you guys come together on a show, and this is wonderful, guys. So you guys keep it up. Keep up the great work you're doing. Okay.
Okay. And this is our season 3. So
yeah, I would love, tell your parents I would love to post this if they could send me some screenshots or some of the video clips or something like that. I would love to call you guys out in the community saying there's a group out here that does this. I don't think there's any other group that I'm aware of that interview and doing what you're doing.
yeah, I don't think there's anyone else who does this.
Yeah, this is
We're
amazing.
original.
Yes, I would love to have you get some more political people and some people of importance getting on there. Oh, by the way, next week we're gonna have the Elkins High School. One of the students that graduated from Elkins High School just became Miss Texas USA.
Oh.
So she'll be here at Missouri City Hall. I'm giving her a key to the city because she's a graduate of Elkins High School. So I'll talk to Vivian about that to get you guys to come over here. I don't know when it's gonna be because they're still planning that out, right? When she's free. But I would love to have you interview her too while you get a chance and how she did it. So someone who lived in Missouri City, who went through middle school, and then who graduated from Elkins High School, now went on to become Miss Texas USA. So there's a lot more that you guys get to meet all of them. I will make sure that it gets done. Okay.
Okay. And make sure you like and follow us, please.
Absolutely.
So here's our season 3 sponsor. It's The Color of Life. And make sure you tune in and tell a kid, tell your parents, and tell your friends to watch our Kids Edition. So signing off until next week from Elizabeth and Ava. And me, your host, Lauren Olivia. Hasta la vista, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.